Look around you, forget the tired cliches of the midlife crisis. The sports cars, the surrender, the slow fade into the background. Now see the others, the man who starts a new chapter when others are writing their epilogue. The man whose resilience seems to deepen, whose presence becomes more solid, while the world tells him he should be declining. This is no accident. This is not luck. This is the result of a silent, deliberate rebellion against an expected narrative of decay. Today, we dismantle the myth of the inevitable decline and uncover the exact, actionable architecture of strength that some men build, and that is available to any man who chooses to construct it. First pillar of this enduring strength represents a fundamental and often liberating shift in cognitive economics, the deliberate and strategic allocation of attention and energy. Before this point, life for many is often a series of reactive efforts, a scattergun approach to responsibilities, ambitions, and societal expectations. There is a relentless pursuit of more accolades, more possessions, more commitments, more proof of capability. This diffuseness, while often worn as a badge of busyness, inherently dilutes power and fractures focus. The man who emerges stronger on the other side of 50 has fundamentally rejected this model of exhaustion. He has undertaken a rigorous audit of his life's portfolio and moved his investments from a wide array of depreciating assets into a few high-yield holdings. This is the strength of selective focus. This process is neither passive nor accidental. It is an act of continuous, conscious curation. It begins with the recognition that time and mental bandwidth are not just finite resources, but are becoming increasingly precious. Where once he might have said yes to every request, opportunity, or vague obligation out of a sense of duty or fear of missing out, he now assesses each through a far more discerning filter. The question is no longer, can I do this? But should I do this? Does this align with the core pillars of my life and contribute to the person I am choosing to become? This requires a profound self-knowledge, a clarity about what those core pillars actually are. For one man, they may be intimate family relationships, physical vitality, and a legacy project. For another, it may be spiritual growth, community service, and deep mastery of a craft. The specific pillars are personal, but the act of defining them is universal. This selective focus then manifests as a newfound, powerful capacity to say no. This no is not a negation of life, but an affirmation of a specific, chosen life. It is the guardrail that protects the sacred space required for what truly matters. By declining the peripheral, the draining, and the unimportant, he creates immense space, temporal, psychological, and emotional, for the essential. That space is where strength is cultivated. It is in the uninterrupted hours dedicated to a meaningful project that gains momentum. It is in the protected device, free time, with a partner where a connection deepens. It is in the consistent, non-negotiable commitment to health that compounds into resilient vitality. This focus allows for depth over breadth, mastery over dabbling, and impact over activity. The strength derived here is both practical and psychological. Practically, it leads to greater efficacy and achievement within the chosen domains, because energy is not leaked into 100 different directions. Psychologically, it builds immense fortitude. The man is no longer buffeted by every wind of expectation or demand. He is anchored by his own priorities. This creates a serene confidence, a stability that others can feel. He is less susceptible to the chaos of others' emergencies or the seductive lure of trends that don't serve his path. His strength comes from the quiet certainty of knowing where he is aiming, and the disciplined refusal to be distracted from that aim. He has traded the anxious, exhausting spray of the scattergun for the calm, measured, and immensely powerful focus of the sniper rifle. One clear shot, aligned with the target, taken with full intention. This is the cognitive foundation upon which all other strengths are built. What we have explored here is far more than a checklist for aging well. It is the blueprint for a deliberate and powerful reclamation. This is the architecture of a second act built not on the fading echoes of who you were, but on the solid, seasoned foundation of all you have become. The man who stays strong after 50 has not simply avoided decline. He has actively chosen a different trajectory altogether. He has understood that the freedom of this chapter is not freedom from responsibility, but the profound freedom of choice, the choice of where to invest the precious currency of his time, his energy, and his spirit. He has moved from being a passive character in a pre-written script to the author, architect, and lead of a narrative that is still compelling, still ascending. This strength, therefore, is a mosaic crafted from 6 intentional practices. It is the focused precision of the sniper's aim, the functional resilience of a body trained for life, the unshakable stability of deep-rooted connection. It is the empowered authorship of your own story, the courageous rebellion against confining scripts, and the vibrant curiosity of a mind that chooses to remain an eager student of the world. Each element reinforces the other. The selective focus provides the time for the functional fitness. The curated mind fuels the prudent rebellion. The strong root system supports the emotional risk of rewriting your narrative. This is not a series of isolated tips, but an interconnected ecosystem of vitality. To embrace this path requires a courageous farewell. It means letting go of the scattered ambitions of your 30s, the need for external validation of your 40s, and the societal whispers that equate getting older with becoming irrelevant. It means trading the exhausting pursuit of everything for the profound satisfaction of the essential. This transition is the ultimate display of strength, the strength to edit your own life, to defend your priorities, and to stand firmly in the person you have decided to be, even if that person no longer fits into the neat, outdated boxes the world may still try to assign. So, let us be clear, the horizon beyond 50 is not a slow sunset. It is a new dawn, viewed from a higher vantage point, with a better map and a wiser guide yourself. This strength is not a gift bestowed by chance. It is a series of daily, deliberate decisions. It is a quiet revolution fought in the gym, in the study, in the courageous conversations, and in the steadfast no that protects a meaningful yes. You are not weathering a storm. You are learning to command the ship with unparalleled skill. The question that remains is not about your capacity for this strength, for the blueprint is now in your hands. The only question is, when will you break ground on the construction? Thank you for watching and supporting the channel. Your time truly means a lot. Until next time, take care and good. Bye.